Thank you very much for staying with us. Let's continue with our coverage right before we get to our conversation with Gilad Millo. Now, the Kenyan electoral body IEBC today unveiled a new team that will be managing the October 26th poll, a team which excludes the embattled Chief Executive Officer Ezra Chiloba, will be led by the Deputy CEO Marjan Hussein Marjan and will report directly to the IEBC chairperson.
With 18 days remaining to the October 26th repeat poll, the electoral body has revealed the team that will manage the poll. The project team leader will be Deputy Chief Executive Officer Marjan Hussein Marjan. David Towet will be in charge of operations. Salome Oyugi takes over legal and compliance matters, whereas Sydney Namulungu will be in charge of tallying centers. Albert Gogo will be in charge of election technology, while Agatha Wahome will manage finance, procurement and administration. It would appear IEBC Chief Executive Officer Ezra Chiloba has been locked out of the repeat poll.
I have a team now, a project team which is different from the team that was there on 8th of August to run the presidential election. So if there's another official, they will not take an active role in the 26th October election.
The Commission says it is ready to conduct elections despite the Opposition National Super Alliance's clarion call on its supporters that there will be no elections without reforms captured in the raft of conditions labeled irreducible minimums.
60 days is mandatory. We cannot go beyond 60 days. Otherwise, we don't know where we shall be taking the country to.
700 constituency returning and deputy returning officers from 290 constituencies have all converged in Nairobi for a 4-day training to ensure they execute their duties with a high degree of diligence and competence and standardization of results.
The Commission came up with a matrix as to areas where we need to focus, areas of the forms, the stamping of forms, the signatures, and standardizing all the forms. We're also looking at areas of results transmission.
The Commission says it wants to deliver a flawless election and has taken disciplinary action against some officials suspected to have aided and abetted illegalities.
We promised to reorganize the staff. The Commission has looked at some of the returning officers. Some, of course, have been transferred. Some have been interdicted.
The electoral body asked lawmakers to exercise caution in the proposed amendments to the electoral laws, which the Jubilee side is determined to have them enacted by next week.
I hope whatever changes Parliament would make or whatever amendments to the bill would be such that they don't affect what we are training our staff on. Remember, we have training manuals, we have put in resources of training, and now to redo the whole thing again, 19 days to election, will be a nightmare for us.
On Thursday night, the Commission told the ad hoc parliamentary committee that the Commission's chairperson should be a person qualified to hold office of a judge of the Supreme Court, though provisions could be made to allow the vice chairperson announce presidential results in the absence of the chairperson. IEBC also proposed that presidential results should be electronically transmitted and physically delivered to the National Tallying Center before declaration of final results in a presidential election. Patrick Amimo, KTN News.
All right, now to something that's maybe the biggest challenge this week. An 80-year-old woman has hit headlines in Kenya today as she graduated with a master's degree in development studies from the St. Paul's University. Let's just take a look at her story.
To get into the bigger world, when our dreams have come true.
Mimi nilipenda masomo nikiwa mdogo na niliendelea kusoma, na nilipomaliza na nikazaa na nikakaa, nikaenda mahali panaitwa Bungema University kuona kijana mwingine akigraduate. Ile niliona ile curiosity yangu ya masomo ikaingia, ndipo nikaona nirudi tena masomo. Ndio nilianzia degree yangu ya kwanza. That was 2009 na nilienda huko nikiwa na 71 years.
What a lovely story. What a lovely story. Let me introduce my guest, Gilad Millo. Thank you very much for joining us. What do you think, 80-year-olds graduating with a master's degree? Have you been challenged? I have.
It's inspiring, you know. I mean, it just shows you, you're never too young. And you know, I mean, she went for what she
Right.
wanted and went and got it.
And never
Respect.
too old too. So I hope you've been. I have.
I said never too young on purpose.
Oh, never too
You know,
young.
she just graduated
Yeah.
developmental studies, so how's she going to use them now and to develop? You know, she's not done yet.
She ain't done yet.
Yeah.
She's just getting started. Great to see you. All right, Gilad Millo was here a few years back, and at
No,
that
I think it was a year ago. A year?
really.
I know I read the news. I remember I read
Yes,
the news.
yes.
That I know.
You read the news, and I think I gave you a rating of about, is it like 2 out of 10 or
I did
something?
well. No
I'm kidding.
way.
He
I did
He did
well.
pretty well. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so Gilad has been working behind the scenes, and you've been working on something, and a new album.
Here it is.
Is that
and
what
here's your copy.
I get
Signed.
to have one. These are the perks of being, you know, a host, and you have Gilad
Even
as-
better, you get to give away to 3 of your viewers.
Really?
There
Oh
you
my
go.
goodness, this is such a nice surprise. Who doesn't want to win something on a Friday night? Oh, good. So what should we ask them?
Name somebody I collabed with on the album.
No, that's
there's
so
quite a
easy.
few, but there's many. So name 3. Or name
That's
4. or name-
complicated. How about we ask the name of Gilad's new album?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yes.
So, all right, so there you go. So I have 3 of these. Let me put my phone down. So we have 3 of these. Yeah? So some giveaways tonight. So not text me. You don't have my number. Just tweet me. #Friday Briefing. Tell me the name of Gilad's new album. I'm kind of like giving you, you know, some answers there. What's called a Mwakenya. Some leakage
Look
there.
closely.
Yeah. So yeah, tell me. Tweet me. #Friday Briefing. Tell me what the name of this album is. But thank you very much. So is this what you've been working on since that time?
Quite a lot. I mean, the album is a summary. It's got 16 tracks. And
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's from Unajua and on through, you know,
Oh,
Sema
even
Milele,
Unajua
right from
is
the
a-
beginning, but now mastered by Eric
Yeah.
Musioka and, you know, album version. We even have an Unajua live in Israel
Oh,
that we
lovely.
recorded with Wendy when we were there performing for Jamhuri Day last year
Okay.
for the Kenyan Embassy.
Interesting.
And then a lot of new tracks with new producers. Sedo has got 2 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
One of them is Angel Uriel, which is the Afrima nomination. Got me an Afrima nomination.
Oh, congratulations on
Thank you
that,
very
by
much.
the way. Yeah.
And then Asante with Giuliani was also produced by Sedo. And then 2 tracks by Polycarp.
All right.
Mapenzi
Polycarp
and
of
Wanwish.
Sauti Sol?
Fancy Fingers, yeah.
All right, okay.
So I really got to work. And MG, of course, who did lots of... And Miri Benari, who's the only track produced outside of Kenya.
Yeah.
But I mean, a really nice collection.
That's
16
cool.
songs
16
of music.
songs.
So I measured. You can like sit 64 minutes.
All
If you're
right.
in traffic, you can play it like 4 times,
And you
right?
and normally we're in traffic for 2 hours.
As I'm saying, you can play it a lot in
Yeah,
traffic.
yeah. So you can actually listen to the whole album. And what inspired this particular one? Asante. I've said that.
The song itself. Oh no, the song Asante.
Yeah. The song.
The song
Asante.
Asante with Giuliani that we produced was, first of all, it's a long time coming. I mean, right from the beginning, I knew I wanted to do a song with him. He's a really close friend.
Right.
And I just, you know, waited to have a song worthy of Giuliani. And Asante is a prayer. It's a prayer. Asante kwa chakula, bless the
So it's
hands that
Asante
made.
for
It's about, you know,
everything.
Mungu na shukuru,
Yeah.
kwani niko huru. And then, of course, Giuliani has his bit, which I can't, you know.
Shaking his dreadlocks and
Hey,
everything.
while he was in the studio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And have you released it yet?
Yeah, it's out. It's out on all downloadables like Dundo, Spotify, iTunes. What else do we have? Boomplay.
All right.
Everything that's available is there.
It's
And then the
everywhere.
CDs themselves, you know, we're working up. We're building slowly, but in the next couple of weeks,
All right.
people will hear exactly where to get them and like that.
And all right. And Gilad, the thing is, people know you for two things. So one of them is that actually he's an ex-diplomat for Israel. And apart from that, from the song Unajua, which is one of my favorites.
With
So
Wendy, yeah.
I'll ask you to just sing something before you sing for us. There.
Sema, mpenzi hayupendi.
Did you hear what we say at the show? I kind of tried to do it, but I failed.
By the way, I heard it and I thought it was
miserably.
really good. See, you
Really?
sing Wendy's part. We get there. We try.
Wow, pressure nayo. But then how many words has your Kiswahili improved since the last time?
I have an app. So every time
You
I
have
have free
an app
time.
for Kiswahili?
Yeah.
Oh.
And every time I have a free moment,
Yeah.
I'm in the app. Like you're supposed to spend like 5-10 minutes a day. I'm on 40 minutes, an hour,
Oh, lovely.
every free time.
So what's
I'm
the
picking
latest?
up words.
What do you know?
I don't even test me. like,
Okay,
what
sawa.
do you
All right, sawa. Let's go.
Funga mlango. You know. Like,
Funga mlango. All
But
right.
I mean, we're right at the. But I mean, it's important to me. It's important to me to learn. You know, it's important to me to connect here. You know, there's
Yes,
a lot of
yes,
people. Sometimes I've heard rumors. You know, that you're now in the music industry.
Yeah.
So guys talk, yeah. So I heard somebody say that I was in it to take advantage of Kenya.
Really?
And then when I'm ready, I'll kind of move on. And I'm thinking, move on where? Because I've lived in LA, I've lived in New York, I've lived in Israel. Here is where I'm fighting to live. I don't have my citizenship yet, so
are you
I mean, it's exactly the opposite.
All right,
you know, here is where I'm. I mean, I have a permit. Yeah, I'm not illegal or anything.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
But here is where I'm asking to live, and now, like with the Afrima nomination, I'm nominated to represent Kenya. That's like official in the ad that Afrima put out. It has the little Kenyan flag on it. I was like, finally, finally,
some ownership.
Somebody said it.
Yeah. And I'm proud that you'd like to be Kenyan. So how about you perform? So you'll perform for us Unajua later. But for now, though, he has a new song.
Mapenzi.
Mapenzi. Yeah. Mapenzi means love for all the people who do not know what that means.
But this is special. This is not necessarily a romantic love song.
It's just about loving each other.
Yeah, this is about like human beings. It's actually something that Mapenzi is my journey here to understand, because you don't necessarily learn in the West, but here you get, when you give love, you get love.
All right.
Kenyans are very welcoming, friendly, you know?
We are?
Yeah, I see you don't know.
No, we are loving.
Kenyans are very welcoming, very friendly, very warm people.
Yes.
I had a friend here now from Israel.
Yes.
He visited for 5 days, and we went around with the album, so we're meeting everybody, all the celebs in one go. And he was shocked by how I was shocked. I was happy, proud, by how everybody welcomed him, and how, from Churchill to Jeff to Giuliani, everybody he met did an Insta story with him, and shout out to Israelis. And so we're very like that, we're very proud of Kenya and very happy when people come to see it. Not from,
And
inquiring.
so we have to protect this country because we're good people.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
Yeah, we deserve like a win and some good and some peace and quiet.
And some peace and quiet, I like that.
I was watching all of the pre-news, of course. I don't want to get into it, but when it's over and I see your countdown, 19 days, right?
Yes.
So in like 26, 27 days, we can go back to work and back to life and business and action.
Hopefully we'll
have a government and we'll all be behind it.
Hopefully.
God willing.
God willing. All right, so let's have the track. Let's have you do something for us. It's Friday,
Yes.
It's Furahi Day. Mapenzi. He even stood up. I'm wondering where is he going. No, it's fine, please.
Oh, I sing.
No, please do your thing. All right, let's have the track. All right. There you go.
When you give love, you get love. Nimekuwa nikiuliza, Mungu wangu nitaenda wapi? Nikakutana na watu wengi, nikawauliza nitaenda wapi? Wakanifunza hivi, si unachofanya ni ufanyavyo, sio unachosema ni usemavyo. And you ukipeana mapenzi, and you utapokea mapenzi, When you give love, you get love. Mapenzi, When you give love, you get love. Mapenzi, When you give love, you get love. Mapenzi, When you give love.
Wow.
Nilienda pwani, nilienda kila mashinani, nikakutana na watu wengi, nikawauliza nitaenda wapi, wakanifunza hivi, wakanifunza hii.
Wow.
Si unachofanya ni ufanyavyo, sio unachosema ni usemavyo. And you ukipeana mapenzi, and you utapokea.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mapenzi, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. All right.
When you give love,
All right.